Alrighty. Looks like we're live. So today I'm going to attempt to do a collage and use some of these fabric foiled bits. This is just the mink foil on batik fabric. That's actually a deco art foil put through the mink. It's another one with a script stamp on it. This one I shouldn't have done the jelly print underneath of it. I should have just put the print on it. That's too busy and not contrasting enough. But it's shiny, so, you know. And then here's this one from the other day. Hey, Allie. Hey, Joan. So, yeah, so that's the plan. Let's see how we execute on that. And this is that heavier piece of that muslin that I did the other day that was painted. This is a lot heavier than these little batik pieces. Oh, I got this under here. So that's the plan. Hey, Robin. Donna Walsh. Oh, my goodness. Hello. Give all your men folk over there a hug for me for Father's Day. It's so good to see you in chat. Shelly, I think that's a new name. If not, I'm sorry, but welcome either way. Dot, Kathy. Hello. So, hello, where are you? All these little practice testing pages. That one, yeah. Ah, that looks like a good one right there. Hey, Tamara, Linda. Donna, we have to get together soon. This is crazy. Crazy talk. Mile away from me. Hey, Judy. Eileen. Hey, Susan. Kate the Skate. How are you, honey? Good to see you. I'm going to turn this off. Well, not off, but mute, so we don't have that dingle-a-dingling in my ear all the time. Let people gather here for a minute. I'm actually stalling to decide what I'm going to put down there. Now, let me... hang on. Where did I... Oh, here we go. I want to look through... These are some of Robin's downloadables, some pieces that Jackie sent me. Jackie stencils. I'm like overly organized in very small places. I know, right, Donna? Oh, girl. Have I got some stories for you? Oh, Lord have mercy. I do want to incorporate this little edge of this jelly print. I just really like that. Maybe down the border or something, but I'm going to put that in there. I've been foiling everything in sight. Hey, Sherry. Libby, hi. Oh, here's this needs to go in a separate place. I should put these in one of these neat little folders. I thought I just had an empty one. Oh, well. We'll do that at a later date. So I just want to try to get my head around the background. Hey, Lynn. Shirley, welcome. Get a head around my background and go through some of my downloadables that I have printed out here to see if anything grabs me. So to keep in mind the colors of these foils, these fabrics that I foiled. I'm not going to use these two for now. I'll put these away. Off to the side. While you scrub floors. Well, I hope we can entertain you while you're scrubbing floors. That's probably what I should be doing too. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome. Okay. That's always a good basic background. That's a close-up of one of the stone walls of the, Kathy, you're going to have to keep me honest, in Arizona. What was the name of the mission we went to? Oh, gosh, it's not there. This contrasts nice with those, though. That's a close-up of one of my patina papers that I make with those acids and stuff to patina. That's too much like those. Jelly print, watercolor, Yupo, Caribbean water. Even that one might look kind of cool with those. Let me leave that out there a minute. That's Eileen's jelly print. No, not that one. I've used some of these, so they're not all in there. Let me see here. These are some of my downloadables that are out on Etsy. These are the collage sheets where their stuff's already collaged. Those were background papers. That's not all of them. There's a bunch more out there. I'm working on something that I call tear sheets too, where it's like not stripes, but ragged edge of like 3 or 4 different patterns across the page. So you could just rip it and put it in your book. I think these are going to be too busy. For what I have in my little head. I think that's my favorite. I love the colors in that. Well, hey Regina, hey Lynn. Oh, hey Judy-O. Let's see. If I did something like that, put a little bit of that somewhere. Maybe a little edge of that down there. I don't know. I'm going to tear these and see what happens. Maybe it won't work at all. Oh, Lordy. I don't know. All right. Oh, hang on. Hang on. This is what I'm looking for. Maybe some of these on top of something. That might be going back to the lighter one. Does that go with that at all? Not really. So maybe we'll do something else for a background. Oh, yeah, I forgot I got all these little things. Oh, mercy. Some more of those. More of those, but they're not foiled. Oh, yeah, this one's foiled. What do you know? This always takes me so long to decide with what I'm going to throw down with. Everything works for me. Oh, Lordy. I don't know about that. This is one of Robin's printables. That's kind of a cool neutral background to start out with. Maybe a couple of these bad boys laid in there somehow to break that up. That one's kind of too... Oh, that's shifting. That must be a PBO. I don't know what that is. I had one other one I thought cut out. I guess it was this one. Now, what fabric might I put over that? Something like that. Something like that with the rose gold. Just some pictographs. Now, I'm not looking at this whole thing. I'm going to tear a strip. As I say that, I wonder if I should try that. Your mom's what? Hi, Mom. Are you behaving? That'll go with anything. You know what? Well, no, I said I was going to use foils. Because I thought about this. Remember this rusted fabric, but that's not, doesn't have any foil on it. Just metallic paint. That kind of goes better with this, though. Is that Hyla? Hello, whoever you are, however you say your name, welcome, my friend. Well, let me see if I can tear a strip of this. Let's start there because this might be all show and no action here. Let's just see what happens. I know as much about fabric as I know about flying to the moon. Got a little wonky. I think I can straighten her back out. Every time I rip these threads off, I think about Eileen. Gila. Hello, Gila. Thank you. Oh, you got some of Joan's stencils. Good. She's a designing machine, let me tell you. She's got some really cool ones coming out, too. Very cool ones. We do know different, Donna. Who she thinks she's fooling? I don't think so. That's a little, maybe. Let's see if I can tear some of this and get a row of this scripting out of this without too much heartburn. Oh, it's all heartburn. Let's get rid of this little edge here. Oh, that tore nice. And let's get this about there. All right, let's see what we got here. I kind of like brown and blue together. Where's Robin's piece? That's kind of nice, neutral. Barbara Clark, hello. Hey, Jan. What was the last stamp you used last night? Oh Lord, was it? Is that the last one I used? I think Jan. Do you remember? You're asking a lot of me now. I think this was the last piece I did. I'm kind of liking this little conglomeration here. Let's see if I can play with this a little bit and see what we come up with. Was it the script? I don't think I used the script. Oh, you mean the one with all the where is it? Oh, maybe it was this one. Was it this? The script on this piece? Hang on. I did. It is. Oh yeah, this is the one Gail asked me about, and I remember putting the number up there. Yep, it is by Stampendous. CRR138. Screen grab. My hands are shaky. That's what the whole thing looks like. I use that a lot in my clay tiles. All right, let's get some of this out of the way here. Out of the danger zone. For some reason, that one seems better to me. I like the muted brown fabric in here instead of this rusty. I don't know. I think that one looks better. So let me get those out of the way. And okay. Shelly. It's hard to do video on Android with comments. I've tried sliding them over. Are you on a phone, I assume, Shelly, or an Android tablet? I cannot help you. Somebody here, I'm sure, can, though. But that would not be me, my friend. I'm so sorry. I'm all Apple. I'm going to try to put some water on here and water cut these edges to get kind of a raw edge here. And just rip it good. Let the water soak in. I think this is just regular printer paper. I don't know why I don't have this printed on. I must have run out. I put a bunch of resume paper in when I print Robin's printables, usually. I must have run out, printed too many and not had enough of the right kind of paper in there. But we're going to make this work. See, all these suggestions. These people know what they're doing here. Some of that ink's coming off of there, but that's okay. That'll just give me a blurry edge. Even better. All right, 2 more sides. Hi, Candy. Oh, great. Welcome. I always like to see some newbies in chat. If you have any questions, just put them in all caps, Candy. I'm looking at what I'm doing, and then I glance up at the chat, and they'll jump out at me more that way if they're all caps. Now, actually, there's no right or wrong or up or down on this piece. So I could go either way with this. This way, with the script down here, or this way. You know, I might go this way because I don't mind covering more of this up if I eventually get there with this piece of fabric. Put that up there. I just want to dry fit these now. Wonder what kind of glue you guys think would be the best to glue this fabric down. CB! Has anyone tried the Marabou alcohol inks? Not yet, but they're on. Some of them are on their way. I only ordered a few. I got the color shifting ones for sure. Someone asked about paper type. Oh, what are we talking about? This is different from usual color palette. Hang on. Interested in seeing where she takes the collage. That makes two of us, Regina. Who asked about paper? What kind of paper? If you're talking about this is just regular printer paper. This is batik fabric. What kind of glue? Old wise ones. Yeah, this is just printer paper. We're gonna see what happens. Don't everybody jump at once. Heavy matte medium. Have you ever used that for fabric, Kath? I'm just wondering when it soaks through, what's it going to look like on the fabric, if any. I've used Yes Paste before when I covered those jelly junk journals I used to do years ago. When I cover a manila folder with jelly printed fabric, I used Yes Paste, and it looks funky at first, but when it dries, it looks like regular old fabric. I'm not sure about other. I don't know if I have fabric tack. That's the problem. I never do anything with fabric. I thought at one point I got some, but you know what? I'm going to walk away from the chat for a minute over to my cart of many mediums and see if maybe I have some fabric tack. Wouldn't that be serendipitous? Look at that big word. If Gail was here, I'd get extra points for that one. Fabric tack. Do I have any fabric tack? Fabric tack. What's that? Mounting adhesive. Mod Podge. I don't like Mod Podge that much. Yes Paste. I know I can use that. Matte gel. Matte medium. Fabric medium. No, I don't want that. I want a glue. Hang on. Sculpture medium. I don't know what the hell that is. Pouring medium. Palette re-wetting spray. All right, hang on. I'm spinning around and looking on the other side. PVA, glaze, tacky glue. I got. Oh, wait. Fabric fusion. Will that work? Should. Sounds like it would. And I got this. I just want it when it soaks through the fibers. I wonder what the result is going to be. Have you thought about reworkable fixative or varnish on the back? No, I did not. Patty, use a Xeron machine. Don't use that crap. There we go. Here we go. Oh, mercy. Hang on. Collage. Got all kind of podges. E6000 spray. Oh, sweet mother of pearl. Well, molding paste. I know I damn sure don't need that. Heavy gel mat. Is that what you were saying, Kath? Heavy gel? You can use a glue stick. Or on a... See, I'm liking that. Those fabric glues are terrible. Oh, God. Hillary uses matte medium on her small art quilts. It seals them and makes them wipeable. Will that work, heavy gel mat? We're going to assume it will. Okay. Now, somebody must have told me to buy those glues. That's why I have them. Okay. Hold on here. Before I start gluing, I want to do a little dry fitting maneuver. I'm going to put those up there and use a couple of these, I believe. Oops. Then a little Gorilla Glue sticks. Thin one for the purpose. Ay. One day I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to drilly print all kinds of colors on with my surfboard stencil and come up with a bunch of these different colors and combinations. I'll probably foil some now that I'm foiling everything that doesn't run away from me. I love these little elements in collages. Oop, I hear Alexa, an alarm going off upstairs. Dave's smoking a turkey breast out on the Traeger. Well, he smokes it for an hour and then he turns it up and grills it the rest of the way. I guess it's actually roasting it because the fire in a Traeger doesn't touch the meat. It's under a steel panel. All right, let's get some of this out of here. Put that in there. Might use them, might not. I do too, Candy. I love my surfboards. Can't surf a lick, but I love my surfboards. Well, come on. Work with me. There you go. Oops, you're not going to do it. I'm telling you, whenever I get to these little edges, they never want to cooperate. And Robin can tear one like the size of that gold and tear it off with a ruler. Like, how does she's so nimble. Sounds like you're foiling everything that doesn't move. That's the idea. Patty, a warm red would really pop with that background. That is probably true. All right. Gosh, these are so shiny. I kind of can't even see my own artwork here. So if I put that, of course that's a little short, but that's okay. If I put that there, if I have this, maybe a little, let some of that light show next to this dark fabric, perhaps. Pull this up some. Let this drop off this end. My fan's blowing the stuff around. I'm going to let that lay there like that for a minute. I don't know. I'm just playing. I gotta get it. Gotta get it happy on my eyeball. Let's see. What do I have in here? Oh, look at those big surfboards. Now, I don't know what I did to make that print edge to edge on the paper. I might leave that out and just tear one of those big ones out and use that instead. I don't know. All right, let me dig through. I'm looking for little bits of red. I always like that, but that's not the right gold with that rest of that gold. Oops, something just fell out. Ooh, too orange. Hey, Kim. Like your scratch piece with the golden black. My scratch piece with the gold. You mean over here? This stuff? My roll off from my jelly printing. It's got a little red in it, and that's another piece of Robin stuff. Huh. As you see, I don't have much red in this pile of things. Black and white. We got black and white. I mean, I could always stamp or emboss something in red. Use the blue. Sweet Jesus. Yeah, this is a my roll off from when I jelly print. All right, let's see here. See, I don't want everything up and down. I need to go crossways somehow. Maybe. All right. Give me a moment while I ponder. A little red paint. Well, that sounds easy enough, but where, when, how, what color, what design? That's where it gets me pondering. I'm attempting to do I can stamp on the roll off. Actually, I usually cut those out and make tape out of it, which I have a bunch of that, where I also emboss on it and then cut it in strips for tape. All right, let's see. I like the surfboard in the something symbol. It looks like a dragonfly on. They're on top of each other. Oh, over here. Oh, yeah. There you go. Little dragonfly-ish. Hila, can you stamp on the roll-off? Yep, and I got a bunch of them in the other little box of tricks that I have to choose from. Actually, I don't have as many because I tried to foil them and then it got all foiled up on everything. See, I got all these different ones. Here's ones I've stamped on and have tape made out of them. Here's more to be done. Here's some that are already stamped on and embossed. So I got a lot of choices for those when I get down to there. But let's see. This for some reason. Let us I like part of this one here for some reason. Not the whole thing, but I'm going to cut the whole thing apart here. And that tore out of there nicely. I like tearing it this way. All right. The roll-off that you stamped with the blue looks awesome with the surfboard. The roll-off you stamped with the blue. I stamped it with blue? Oh, you mean this? With the text stamps in there? I kind of half looked at that one when I was rifling through there, too, to tell you the truth. A whole lot of extra going on here. Let me get this back down to a reasonable piece of paper here. Yep, get over there. Hey, Rachel. No, the other one. Oh, you mean the one with the embossing on it? This one? We'll look. We will look and see. Oh, Lordy. That pile's getting a little tall for me to reach. And I'm tall. Oop, get out of there. All right, you got to turn the fan off. It's messing with my vibe. Are the underpapers just newsprint? Yes. I get it by the ream from, I think it's Dick Blick, Allie. It lasts forever. So what if I broke that up like that? Put this over here a little bit. There's a little of that red. Somebody was talking about red. I don't know. Maybe if I put this like this. No, that's too close together. I don't like that. Like that, maybe. I got to look at it on the screen because I'm too close. I'm too close to it. Physically too close. I don't know. This isn't really doing anything for me. I got too much of it covered up, I think. Let's pull that out here a little bit, maybe. Nope, not working for me. How many different places can I move these few pieces? I'm not sure about this. Why is this not talking to me? Hang on, let me look at my other drawer tricks for other options. Oh, look what's on top. All right, I'm not seeing chat at the moment. I don't know. How about some of that red that Z made for me through that stencil? I think I like that. I really don't have a lot of red of anything. I mean, I got paint and embossing powder and that stuff, but I mean, I'm more of a blue person. All right, let's see. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, I really got to order myself another 2-inch punch. Come on. How can I keep forgetting that? All right, let's do. Wow, that really doesn't want to cooperate with me. My fingers. Hey, Vicki. Hi, Kathy. Passed one yesterday at Michael's. Almost bought it for you 50% off. Oh, you mean the stamp? I mean the cutter? No worries. Thank you for thinking of me. Okay, let's see what we got. I don't think. See, this one's too wild. That one's too wild. It's crazy talk. See, I ruled these out before. That's got too much reddish in it. This one. That's the same fabric on there. I kind of like that dark fabric with that one. Now here's a piece that's not foiled. That was that bronze paint I put on that black and white and it turned army green. That actually looks pretty good with that. Ah! Oh, mercy. Maybe. Wait a minute. Let me go back to this. I'm going to use my brush again. Hold on. I like these characters over here. Lying on the beach. Good for you. I should be lying on a beach somewhere. That's where Chelsea is with the kids. This weekend it's her and Pete's anniversary and they all went down to the beach. Wonder if I kind of put that around here. Maybe. And put this. This will probably really disappear. That tissue's really thin. I still want this off the bottom. I'm going to do that. If it kills me, I'm going to do it. Let's see. Where am I going to put you, you little beauty? Maybe over top of that? No, then you wouldn't see it if it disappears. That would be silly. Maybe down this edge. Or maybe, where did I see one? This one right here kind of looks like a chop. Maybe if I put this one down here by its lonesome, and then have this little bit up here somewhere, maybe in there, and this red in this, the circle in this kind of arch. Maybe let that overlap that a little bit. Pull that down further. Put that there. This needs something to brighten it up over here. What are we going to do there? Hey, Virginia. I don't think there's a need for this little hunkaroo in here. Although that would brighten that up a little bit in that corner, but that looks a little crowded to me. Looks a little crowded. Well, let's glue this much down. Oh, here we got this still. Is that something I want to even mess with? No, that's too crowded, too heavy on the side. I like it more just like that, actually. And I don't even think I need this in here. But I will use you another time, my little friend. Okay. Let's glue some of this stuff down. Everybody remember where this was. Put my little bits over here, in a safe place. I might need more of this. I can put this out of the way. I can probably put these up here. I'll put them right here. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. And this, take a PHT. Huh? How about a horizontal piece? We may get there. See, if I had a surfboard in some kind of a red, that might look interesting. But one of these may make it in there. We never know. Okay, let's get to gluing. A little more gluing. Take a photo. Oh, yeah. There was only a few pieces. I will remember those. I think. Okay. Yoo-hoo. Where's my yoo-hoo glue stick? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe a little of this will show up in there somewhere, somehow. You never know what's going to happen. So right before I came on, I made a loaf of banana bread. I found a recipe that was really good, and then I threw in a pack of chopped walnuts that it didn't call for, and a handful of coconut that it didn't call for, and it was so good the last time I made it. So I had 3 ripe bananas. So I thought I'm going to whip up another batch of that banana bread before I go down there. And after it was in the oven for somewhere around 15 minutes or so, it occurred to me that I did not remember to put in the baking soda. So it came out of the oven just prior to me coming down here. It was very short and very heavy. And even though my pick came out clean, we cut it after it cooled for a little while. It was so dense and almost looked wet inside. Now it did taste okay, but I thought, are you flipping kidding me? How'd you do that? Numbskull. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. Where's the little red bits? There we go. So see the both sides of this? That one looks really textured that way. This one, you see the weave on it. That's what I'm debating on. I might do it with these stripes on it instead of the weave. I did the weave before. Let's see about where that goes. I think right about there, just so I can get that little bit of an overlap. I like so. All right. Okay, let's put you down there, buddy. Oop. Of course, this weave on the back pulls off hunks of glue stick. Of course it does. It's like rubbing it on sandpaper. All right. Let's do that right about there. Yeah, we'll try something. It tastes too good not to. Yeah, there's eggs in it. 2 eggs. 2 eggs, please. Yep. So this, I think I'm going to use that rice starch glue stuff for that. And this will work okay. Let me see. Can I bring you in without it going too wonky? A little bit. That's a little better. Oh, what is happening here? Oh, I know what that. We can ignore that for today. I know what that is. Now this is really sucking this glue up. Oh, don't do it. Don't screw me up here. Of course, I don't know which way is up and which way is down. Let's just assume this is the way it goes. I have no idea. Yeah, whatever that was went pretty translucent. Okay, now, oh, I got paint boogers on my fingers. I hate that. I decided to make cinnamon muffins. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Years ago, I was living in Fredericksburg in a previous life. That was in the 80s. I had something on the stove. I don't even remember what. I might have been hard boiling eggs. And I went outside for something. What kind of rice paper glue is that? This is called Yamato. Get it on Amazon. And it's called Yamato starch glue. And it's supposed to be for rice paper. And it really works nice with rice paper. And I went outside for something. Hey, Gail. And my neighbor came out. We start chit-chatting it up. And I came into the house with a god-awful smell, smoke, and popping noises. Oh, sweet Moses. The where's my little chop go? Oh, there it is. Apparently it exploded the eggs, totally burnt the pan. The pan had to be thrown out. There was no coming back from that pan. And this was on an electric range top. I had an electric stove down there, which I don't like in the first place, but you know, what are you going to do? I like that little bit down there. Maybe you can use it for a stamp base. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, M&M there. I kind of must have lost something in chat. I can use it as a stamp base. I really wanted to have more of this light show in there. Maybe I can go up a little higher into that and leave some of that. Like so. So now we're thinking about something horizontal. Hang on. The banana bread for a stamp base. You mean use it as a stamp and ink with it because it's a goner? Yeah, that was not good. I wonder what if I went up through there with that. Huh. Not wowing me. Not wowing me. Do I need black and white? Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I had this tape here we were going to look at. I kind of like interrupting the circles, though. But where would I put this if I put it on there? Horizontal, like a little strip of that? Ooh, that's hard to bend. It's not a cross. It's intersecting surfboards. Ooh. No arm is needed in the starch paste. See, some of these are off because when I embossed it, I couldn't really see where I was stamping. So maybe if I went like this. To there. Now, why the hell do I think at all that I'd be able to cut a straight line on this? Not straight at all. Oh, you poor little thing. Look at you. How cockeyed are you? How about putting something like this on there? No, that doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. I think I'm going to have to get drastic. And oh, maybe. Oh, that's just on copy paper. Didn't I do that on some other paper? Yes. Why, look at you. I did. Maybe I'll put, to mimic this, the stamp that's on there, I'll put a piece of that in. Ah! Aha! How does that grab you? Now, why am I in here? Oh, I know. I know. It's all coming back. Might need some black and white. Put these back in there. And I think it's safe to say I can put my surfboards away. In there. All right, now let's see what we're doing here. Now, where would one put that if one was going to put it on here? Maybe I should just glue this down and be done with that. All right. All right, so I knew that was going to happen. Curly cued that all up there. Now, this, I don't remember what this is, and will it cut with the wet brush? I think this is deli. I can probably tear this. Maybe. That glue on the back of it is making it really. Next time I do this, I'm going to use the Dixie Deli instead of the quick wrap, because I remember as I'm tearing this, this isn't going to disappear with glue. So I'll probably have to put that on the lighter bits so it doesn't just completely block that out. If that makes sense. It makes sense to me, but I'm used to thinking in my head. Sorry, not looking at chat right at the moment. All right, let me get this out of the way. See, if I put this over here, well, yeah. It looks too even font and font up there. I don't know. Let me get the fabric down and we'll figure it out from there. Oh, no, I don't want to do the fabric. I thought about doing something with this, didn't I? So, it's not quite big enough for the whole side, the whole width, which may be okay. But do I want it? Now let's just start tearing. What the hell? Actually, I might need to do this instead. get rid of those straight edges. Just a little bit of that peeking out of there. Hey, Jude. It was a little rough getting here, but starting to come together. Okay, I'm going to pull this over this way and let some of that off-white show. How many times do I have to remind myself of that? Do I want to break up that circle with that too? I kind of like that. Let's just do it. Don't do that. I think it was somewhere in that vicinity. And now, this is all sticky. I need to get rid of this for right now. All right. Matte medium. Here goes nothing, people. Oh. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that's seen better days. Okay. Well, that's going in the garbage. So we're going to go back to my default that I've glued fabric with before, which is Yes Paste that everybody's going to say no to, but that's what I'm going to use. This is nasty stuff. I'm going to put a little bit of water in there. I used to water this down. I don't know, those black and white stripes, they always do it for me. It makes the fabric get real dark because it's wet, and then when it dries, it always came back to what it looked like. I can show you proof. Watch it not do it this time, of course. This will dry by Friday. All right. Here goes nothing, people. I like the little fringes. All right, now I really got glue boogers on my fingers. What is that stuff? It's Yes Paste. I will show you. Ideal for scrapbooking. 100% acid-free. Perfect for archival work. It's cheap. You can get it by the tubs for like $10 at Michael's. All right. There we go with Yes Paste. Now, this little rascal. Do I want to drop that through the stripes and have all that intersect right there? I kind of like that. I could also put a different one down here if I thought I needed it, but then I got 1, 2, 3, 4 scripts. I don't know. I don't know about that. Let's do something else. How about not quite straight? Not quite straight. Put it like that. So that bothers my eyes. I don't like it that way. If that's what you meant. I don't know if that's what you meant, but I think that's what you meant. I don't know. I kind of like that. If anybody wants to poo-poo me, now's the time to do it. All right. Usually I'd have heard Eileen cackling by now. Don't do it. Not that I have to listen to Eileen, but she's usually right. Much as it pains me to say it. I wonder if this would make this. I don't think it's going to go transparent. This is the quick wrap. This stuff is pretty sturdy. Yeah, next time Dixie wrap for these. I'm going to put a little bit over top of that. That's kind of coming a little bit, but I don't want to dull the foil though. Let me try right there. No, I'm not going to do it. Not doing it. All right, now I got to. It might need a little more something shiny on there. Oh, hang on. Hold the phone. Oh, that's the same. Oh, no, it's not. It's different. Let me see. I wonder if like a little row of these dots over on this dark, what that would look like. Or these little, huh. Or these little, they always looked Asian to me, that little thing, that little design. I'm going to put that up on that corner of that, like that, and maybe one down like that on the bottom of that. I don't know. That sounds crazy. Let's look at it. That's tearing. Yikes. This one here is tearing. Ah, okay, let's do it this way. Let's cut this away from the rest of the sheet and worry about that later. This looks like it's even thinner. This might be Dixie wrap. It's unnerving tearing these little, oh shit. Oops, Gail is not here to write me up, but I owe her one. That didn't come out well at all. That one's all butchered up. Well, what I was thinking before that is if this was up here in like a frame kind of, oh, it's kind of sticking there. Let me see if I can use the water on this. Not looking at chat right at the moment. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That must be Dixie wrap. I'll be back to chat in just a second. Sheesh. Come on, CB. Give me a snitch. I don't know. Did that look too contrived? I don't know. I'm thinking on it. I never knew you for a snitch, CB. Just want to red with that little edge there. Okay. Sheesh. I don't know why I have this one. I just had it there and thought I would have a look. No, too much. So what do I think about that? Or do I want to do something like this? Which I wouldn't need to tear them all apart for. Because I'll never get them on here straight again. Something like that up the side. Oh, now you promise. Or I don't want to cover up all that dark. I don't know. I want to go off the edge and look like it's just a straight line or something. I'm doing this so I can see it in my computer screen from a different angle than when I'm looking at it. I don't know. What if I did them sideways like that? Oops, we're going to go up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go back to my original thought. And then maybe put one off the bottom down there somewhere, just to give it another little sparkle off to the side. I think I'm going to do that. Covering up all the red. Where did I cover up the red? So you're saying don't do any of these? After all that? Oh, God. Uh-oh, let's just fall down there. I really think it needs like another spot of shiny. Oh, up here for like the rays. Somebody said rays and I thought of sun rays. I was just playing. Nope. I think the best way, if I'm going to use these, is like opposing frame corners like that. And then maybe this one. Where did I have that? Up in there somewhere. Just to put another little bling over there. Put one between the dark at bottom left. The dark at the bottom left. You mean the scripting? Put one in between the dark at the bottom left. To me, that looks like it's where you're saying already. Maybe you're out of frame here. Is that what you mean? How about some red in the left bottom? Oh. I got 3 spots of red. I kind of like that. Maybe get rid of this big one on the bottom. Put a little something like that. But then I got, get off. So much to think about. I'm looking at the computer screen. I don't know. That might be too much. You could use one of the script stamps with red ink. Maybe have to emboss red. Where down here, CB? Oh, you know what? If I did that, I would do this one that's completely different. This one. And emboss it red, that Chinese red. If you're wrong, CB, I'm coming to Texas. Oh, sweet Moses. Here we go. Oh, Lordy. I wonder. My best red color. Well, I got Chinese red. That's as good as it's going to get. The other ones look like some kind of cherry Christmassy stuff that I have and never used. Don't ask me why. I have them. Oh, sweet Moses. I want this down as far as it'll go. And I think right there. Oh, you little rascal. All right, here goes nothing. I hope it doesn't buckle everything up heating this to emboss it. Well, we all know who to blame if it does. Get that out of the way. Oh, mercy. Oh, that got a little light down at the bottom. Ah, crap. And I don't think that's because it didn't. I think it was because it's not enough ink on there. Oh, that helped a little. I am not a very neat crafter. I can tell you that. Without a doubt. That is truth. Hey, okay. Well, it is what it is. We're blaming CB for this one, whatever happens. Eileen's fault. Oh. Okay. Begun. Yeah, I don't want it to hit this foil. Of course, I never remember my static thing. Somebody needs to remind me of that. Apparently, well, it's all right. It's there. I kind of like it. I won't come to Texas yet, CB. But I'm telling you, I need something. I need another pop of gold somewhere. I just do. I don't care what anybody says. Even if I just put that there, maybe on the one side, just to have another little reflection out there. Oh, why did I throw that away? Get back here. All right, let's where's my brush? Oh, it's in the water. Great. What time is it? 5. When did I start? 3:30, hour and a half. Hey, Jamie. Has something like baby powder in it. Anti-static bag. Oh, yeah. Let me see how clear this goes. That wrinkled a little bit. Hang on, my phone's going crazy over here, vibrating like crazy. My brother is back from Florida. That wrinkled a little teeny tiny bit right there, right through that dot. I blame that on Dot. Okay. I think I'm going to color me done on that one. Put some of this stuff away. But I'm thinking I may, well, I still got a little bit of time. I may press on and do some surfboard jelly prints in different colors than I have for future needs. All right, let me put all this stuff back in my little bits tray. And this. Oop, put these two. Come back here and here. I'm a more of a blue person too. I do like red on occasion, and I do like it with this neutral background. So we're going to stop it. Let me pull you out a little bit. Sorry, just catching up on chat. Is Debbie here? I thought I saw somebody saying something to Debbie. Hi, Debbie, if you're here. I didn't see you coming in. All right, so we're going to call it there. So I'm anxious to see how this material comes out. It's starting to dry a little bit, and the colors coming back through. You can see the oranges and the bluey greens down there starting to pop out again. So we shall see. Those things drive me crazy. All right, I'm going to leave this lay open over here to the side. And, oops, get up there. Oh, for Pete's sakes. I'm going to put my pages away. Look how organized I am. Don't be fooled. These are the only things organized in the whole joint. I am going to have to come up with organizing my foils. I hate them on those rolls. I need to cut them up and put them in some kind of something others. Oops. I wish they'd sell sheets the sizes I wanted. Thanks, Dot. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I can live with that. I do like this red circle with this around this kind of circle on this rusted paper underneath the here. And Robin scripting and the little chop piece down here I like. I like it. Okay, so now let me find my surfboards. Put that up there. Well, here we go. I see it under layers of stencils. All right, let me get some colors. That out of my way. This. Put my glue away. Hey, Nancy. Well, that's a new Nancy, I think. Oh, no. Nancy Walburn. I'm not sure if you're new. We get several Nancys in here, but hello, my dear. All right. Put this over here. And I don't need this at the moment. Put you in there. Put you in there. Little elbow room's what I need. Okay, get this out of the way. Oh. Okie dokie. Let's get some reddish colors. This is a new one that came in, Sunset Gold. And maybe some of this. And do I have any red gemstones? Autumn Leaves, that's probably the one. Mulled Wine. What's a little bit of this on here? Don't anybody sneeze. You don't want a ceiling fan on with those babies opened up. Okay, Amazon has them. Might be cheaper elsewhere. What are you looking for on Amazon? Anyone where I can get foil tapes? I do. Eileen want to be at the beach. You know what? Funny you should mention that. Look what I came across in my drawer the other day. These are all foil. Long strips of foil. And that one's silver. This one I think is gold. Apparently I thought this was a good idea at one point. I think a lot of things are a good idea at different times. Foil Patti has been using. Foil tapes. Tell me what you mean exactly, Candy, and we'll try to help you. Candy, Amazon has them. What? The foil pat. Well, it's not tape. It's just foil. That when you said foil tape, that's what copper foil used in glass work. Yeah, and they have a silver one you can use, like they use for duct work and stuff. I've seen used in crafts. Actually, Kathy, if you're still here, Dragonfly, wasn't that a silver tape we used for your metal class that you and Gail had taught? So if you're talking about, Candy, where I pulled those stamped shapes of foil off that paper, that was a piece of copy paper with a repositionable glue stick and then deli paper on top of it. So it was a carrier to go through the printer to get the printed image on it. And then I laid the foil over it and put it through the ink machine so that it foiled them. So I'm not sure exactly. One that used to run and the copper and the metal came. Yeah, I mean for soldering for stained glass, they have a copper tape. Actually, if I look deep enough, I could probably find some. Okay, I'm going to pull some more red paints out of somewhere. Let's see. What do I have here for options in the red family? Red family. That's this primary red. That looks pink. I don't need any pink. Well, not much in the red family. What's this? Red oxide. Yeah, don't like that. They didn't have that. Let's see, I have red metallics down here. What's this? Spiced pumpkin. That's kind of orangey, but that's pretty. Wow. Oh, what's this? Golden transparent. What is that? Oh, high flow. I don't know high flow on my jelly plate. High flow. Hi. What's this? Quinacridone red. Wow. Maybe I'll need some Azo gold in that mix. Oh, maybe there's a red. Oh, where is it? It's red blue. Okay, let's see what happens with this mix of stuff here. Put this out of harm's way. I wonder when they're going to start shipping more of that toner ink. When I know I can get my hands on more. We're going to be boiling up a storm. Okay, so get that out of my way. Hey, Susie. When you say flow, I sometimes hear spoil. Yeah, I've made foil tape out of this thin stuff like this and just take like a skinnier than this usually, piece of double-sided tape on it and pull it off and then rip off the back of the double side when I go to apply it. I've made it like that before. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I want to I'm going to need different shapes through here too. So I want something, maybe something simple like that. Or maybe even something busy like that, just to break up the paint layers. All right, let's mess around with this and just get some layers on the paint, on the plate. On the plate. Jen, somebody was saying, April was saying she saw a recipe on YouTube to make your own liquid toner. And Jim Smith, sometimes that you see in chat with me, he was going to try it. He had some, but it was dry toner, alcohol, and something else. But wear a mask. Yeah, April was talking about that. She saw it, I don't know, somewhere on the tubes. These are the Jacquard paints, the Luminaires metallics. Toner, alcohol, and glue. Maybe that's what it was. Oh, Lord. Oh, I don't have a. It needs a briar. Oh, look at this, pretty clean one I grabbed. Thank you, Murphy's Oil Soap. So I just want to get some different shapes and layers down here. And I'm just going to pull this stuff up on, oh, wait a minute. How am I going to do this? Yeah, this is okay. Pull some of this up on this deli. Just to, I want to get my plate marked up more than anything else right now. That's a pretty variation in color, which is those two. Huh. All right. Oops, almost threw that on my journal page. I got to put that up higher. Safe place. There is no safe place. I'm going to take another, let me just take one of these pieces and just take a little light bit of this off of there. Just barely touching the paper. I want to leave a shadow on there. So now let's take this is the Vivid Ultra Spicy Pumpkin. All right, let's see what happens here. Whoa, look at that. That's pretty. Let's use this one. I'm going to put that on black. I didn't lay that on there very straight. Wow, look at that. Yeah, I had it down there crooked, but that's okay. For you warm color lovers. All right, now I'm going to get more of that off of there. Clear those holes out of there. Oops. Don't mess up your stencil. I'm thinking, can you tell? I'm thinking about let's just do it. Stop thinking. Okay, I think we can part friends now. You've served your purpose. You lasted a long time. Now, let's put you down here. Now let's pull that up with black. What color? Red. The last one I used was this Vivid Ultra Metallics. It's orange, very orange with a gold shimmer. It's called Spice Pumpkin. And I said shit again. And confessing, I said it again. All right, let's see what we get here. This will be more of an orangey selection. You're welcome, Jamie. Gayla always counts every time I say a bad word, but she's not here, so I'm trying to fess up. Well, that didn't give me much as far as pattern. Darn it. I thought that orange would show up more. I was wrong. Let us carry on. Oh, you know what I should do? No, I can't. I cannot. Again, not what was in my head. However, let's let me see. Could I do that? You need to print some weed. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. I'm not sure what that means, but crap, that didn't work. Okay, so let's just mercy. Oh, this one. Let's use this one. Let's see if I can go back to putting down some. Why does that not work in my head? I had a really clear picture of how fabulous that was going to look. Oh, I know what I want to do. Hang on. I just saw these and thought, hold the phone. Where'd I put that stencil? I don't really have to use this one. Now I'm going to go this way because I'm going to move it hither and yon. I'm going to get Let's see. Is this going to blend or is this going to even show? Now, okay. Let me get a sponge. I'll use this. It just happens to be here. And let's see what happens if this is the Cosmic Shimmer Opal Blaze Polish, not glaze, but blaze with a B. And I'm going to try to, these are tiny pots, get some on my sponge. Let me try to tap it off in the lid so I don't lose too much of it. And let's just see what happens. I wonder if I just brushed it, how much would go under. Let's just see, because pouncing this is a pain in the butt. I almost said ass, but I didn't. It's on there, but it's not very visible on the gold. A little bit, but it's really pretty on the black. Look at that. Huh. Again, not what's in my head. Let me see if I can just pounce it. Oh, you won't see it on here because it's going to look white. Never mind. Hi, Claire. Yeah, that didn't work so good. So let's come back with, nothing against the product, it's just not looking right on that paint. I need a darker paint. Okay. Let's do this. Where's my jelly plate? Let's come back with, don't use this russet. Maybe a little russet. This is going to be weird. You're going to say, what the hell is she doing? As you usually do. A little black. Now let's see what happens. What is that? Oh, that must have been a big piece of foil that I just took off. Let's do this. That's one of my faves. Now let's put this, now I know I hosed this one up, but that's okay. There's a lot of other ones to pick from. Now let's just see what this picks up. Somerset Midsummer Norton. What the hell are you talking about, Eileen? Looking at that kind of out of context is like, what is she talking about? Ooh, that's spooky. But I'm picturing these cutouts. Well, that's, again, not what's in my head. Let's try to do this. Let's clean that out. Now this in my head is going to look cool. I'm going to pour this down. This is the bronze. I'm going to rub it over top of the stencil so it fills in all those holes and just in those holes and doesn't blend with that other crazy color underneath. So it looks like that. That actually even looks kind of cool with the browns around the edges of all those shapes. Huh. Let me get this off of here. And what are we going to do with that? Oh, I wonder if I put that through the surfboards and pick that up. Oh, wait a minute. Hold my surfboard. We shall see. I don't know about that dark red on black, but it's going down. I'm hoping the metallic shows through. Thanks, Claire. Oh, I know which stencil I want. Yeah, not great. I should have gone with Deli. Oh, look. They're like opposites. You know, some days you just can't jelly print. Did you know that? Today's one of those days. But let's plow through a little longer. Let me put my fan on. Hydrate. Maybe that's it. I'm dehydrated. What time is it? Almost 6. When did I come on? 3:30? That'd be 2:30. Okay, I'm still good. Let me get rid of this mishmash. There's another Eileen. Oh, my not greats. There's a lot of those. Oh, yeah, with even like white or gold ink. Jan Smith. Pass the vodka. I was just talking about you. Somebody was talking about trying to make the toner recipe. Now, you know what? I had an idea what I was going to do, and now I lost that idea. What the hell was I going to do? Oh, wait a minute. It almost came back. Shoot. What the hell was I going to do? There was a stencil. Oh, I know. I just got to find it. Oh, mercy. Hang on. How's the turkey coming along?
It's been done for about a half hour.
It has been done?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm gonna go about till 6 and then I'll be out. Another 15 minutes. I want to try one more thing if I can find the stencil. This
Yeah, I got it sitting up on the computer.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Maybe 40 minutes.
Smell good? Where's Oakley? Oh, he's already upstairs. Oh, sweet Moses. Where are you? I'm looking for my, is that it? Ah, I got it. That. Remember when I said I wanted to make some more of that print that I really liked that I used on that last big collage I did that I cut up with the foil on it. You remember that one? I remember that one. I have a little piece of that left and I wanted to try to recreate it. I loved how it looked. Oh, mercy. Whew, man, I'm achy. Here's all I got left. But I love that print. And see where the foil, remember we foiled over it with that big stamp with that flourish? And I punched out holes and used it on that one I cut up. But see where the foil stuck to the paint a little bit and gave it that kind of a look too? But what did I use under it? I look back at like my last 5 videos, skimming through them to see if I could figure out what I did, and I couldn't find the daggone thing. Yeah, toner, alcohol, and white glue. That's what they were saying, Jim. Not happy with it. Oh, now I see you're reading your comment saying hi, Dave. Sorry, I'll tell him you said hi. So I want to clean this up. Let me just, this is not the color, but it's a good one to clean up with. Nickel Azo Gold. Let me just do this to clean the plate. This is a good one to suck all the little bits off for some reason. The binder in here or something. This and Titan Buff. But this one I have out. Oh, look how pretty that is. Was. Let's see. That might be too much on there, right there in the middle. So I think this was, I think it must have had ice blue in it. I'll never figure that out. It's got a real shady, like it's got some other color in it too. I don't know what it is. Why is my gel plate conditioner in there? I'd have been looking for that, no doubt. Maybe a little bit of this was in there. Maybe a little bit of this. A little bit of that. I don't know. We'll try it and see what happens. No, this is that's real turquoisey. This is like a frosty blue underneath of the foil. Unicorn spit. I don't think it was. See how that really cleans the plate and gets all that stuff off of there? Okay, so now I love this mask, if I must say so myself. All right, let's do one of your Vivid Color Art ones. I don't think it was, because the one I usually use most is African Jade, and African Jade on black, it comes out really green. It shows that other mica that's in it. And it might have just been such a pile of Seth Apter's paint. Hi, Nancy. That gel, I don't think it was. I don't think it was, because usually those still, they feel sticky. afterwards. And this wasn't sticky at all. Now let's start playing for a couple pulls here and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, I have the eyes ink I used on the jelly plate, and you got to put it down and pull it up really quick. And the print does stay the tiniest bit tacky, but that glacier green is so pretty. It comes out such a cool, a really thin, light, sheer layer of that color. See, this one looks different because it's got that gold foil stuck to it from when I put it through the Mink. Huh. Look at you. Oh, look how pretty you are. Will any of you stick to that and give me a pretty design on that tape? Very shady. Very thin. I don't think there's enough in there to pick up, but I'm going to try it. I thought for sure when I skimmed through the last 2 stencil sales, you know how I streamed for 4 days in a row for those? I skimmed through those 8 videos and I did not see me pull this print. I actually saw me use this stencil or mask, but I didn't see the, I didn't see that. I don't know. Let's try. I have a color in here. Here it is, pewter. Let me mix these 2. I really like that palette and how those, that I almost didn't, well, that's a whole lot of medium and not a whole lot of paint right there. Hang on. Come on, get off of there. Sheesh. Mix you up a little bit. Guess that's why they call them mono prints. You can never duplicate it exactly. Boop. All right, let's see what this one does. Some vivid silver. I can put some in there. I know it's not, I know that wasn't it because that's too shiny. This isn't that shiny. I can see the edge of it here where it doesn't have any gold on it. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell or not, where the gold stops in the paint. There you go. See the edge of the gold? You can't really tell. I just really like that with that silver black ink and water. When I put water on that watercolor paper and then scripted with that silver black ink and let it bleed, that cloudy bit of gray for where it soaks out into the watercolor paper. And then that blue silver of the ink when it dried. And then this mixed in with it. And a lot of that off-white showing. I kept thinking I got to make it busier It's a lot of the background, the white showing, but I really like the light parts that were in it. They were some of my favorite cards. Almost sorry I cut it up now. But I want to try to make another one that I can keep and make it a collage, not something that I'm going to cut up. That's too silvery, not enough blue. All right, let's make a sandwich. But this on the black paper really was so stark. Let me grab that. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lordy. Wow. Oh. Really achy today. Sheesh. Oh, man, I think I forgot to take my pills today. But see how, like this one. See how that, I don't know. It's just like a frosty, and that didn't even have any of this in it. But it had the surfboard in it that had a similar color on it, right? So, like, let me see. Like, here's a bit of that was in there. And this one, here's a good one. Where you can see that background of the ink and that little bit of this. Another surfboard. Right? I really like that palette. The grays, that little bit of blue, the black, the off-white, and the gold. Mama like it. Yeah, it's foil, Jan. I put that whole thing. Remember, I put the big flourish stamp on it with that toner ink, and thought that would be the only thing that foiled. You can see the rest of that flourish, how it went like this, and but it stuck to the whole thing, but just a little bit. It didn't cover it like it has some of the other ones. So that's another thing I wanted to try to test to see if it's the paint that's making it stick solid. Because I did that. Hang on. I did these tapes for my, thinking it would look really cool. This roll-off stuff here that I keep. I stamped it and I foiled it. And look, it's completely stuck. They're like solid gold. This one, you can see a little bit of the script stamp in there. If the light hits it just right, and a little bit of the color. But they're pretty much obliterated the whole thing. But it didn't do it to this. It didn't cover it up like that. So I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and look again. Oh, Lordy. All right, let's just, since I have it, let's just throw a little tiny bit of this down there. This stuff is awesome. That's probably my favorite. This and African Jade are my favorites, I think. This is a true silver vivid. It looks like chrome. I'm telling you. Let's put just a little tiny bit of this dark blue. Little teeny tiny bit. And more of the ice blue. Isabel. That was my grandmother's name, spelled the same way too, from Portugal. Welcome. All right, I'm trying to replicate something that I did a while back, and I can't seem to pull it off. All right, another piece of black. All right, this is going to be my last one. My mom was over at her house for the day. I got to go back over and get her. She likes to go sit by the water, watch all the boat traffic and all that kind of stuff. All right. And you know, this one was like a thinner, must have been a thinner layer of paint. See how in this gap you can see some of the darks underneath of there? I think that's part of its beauty. Gotta cherish this little sliver of this that's left. Oh, her and her Klondikes. All right, let's get this off of here. Oop. This, I think, would look cool through the surfboards, too. For another day. Somebody remind me of that. Brilliant idea. You see that silver in there? It's like a mirror. That's the shiniest silver paint that I've ever run across. That's not a good representation, seeing it mixed like that, but even mixed, you can see how brilliant it is. So, all right, here's the attempts. Close. Oh, hell no, I got them mixed up. This is the one with the chrome in it, right? The, not the chrome, the true silver. And see, this is going to look a little goldy because it did go through the... I think any of those could really work, actually. So we'll let these dry. I'll move this out of the way. And we shall sign off for the time being. Here's the page that we did today. I used a piece of the fabric that I foiled on. I jelly printed on that. This design with the circles and the lines in the back. That's one of my stencils called Coffee Mug, which seems kind of a crazy name, but it was the design on my Starbucks coffee mug, similar to it. You remember when you painted the original? I went back. I thought it was during a stencil sale where I was doing a lot of jelly printing, Jan. And I went back and I looked at the last sale 4 videos and the previous sale 4 videos. And I'll be damned if I can find it. Good to see you too, Jamie. Eileen. So, yeah. So the Yes Paste, it's holding it down there good. It's starting to dry. You can see the colors of the fabric coming back through again. So anyway, after I stencil or jelly plated on the fabric, this is a batik fabric. I jelly printed on it. And then I did foil, I stamped the toner ink on it and laid foil on it and ran it through the ink machine. So that's where that one ended up. So, all right, kids, I'm going to run. Thank you so much for hanging with me on a lovely Sunday afternoon. And I'll catch you again, but I don't know when that'll be. It's always a surprise. Surprise, I'm here. So you guys go to bed across the pond. Go night night, and I will see you guys later. Bye.